And welcome back, folks, to There's No Audience, episode 3.
God, this took way too long to set up.
How many hours were we trying to figure this shit out?
I think we got back from breakfast about like an hour ago, and it took me probably about an hour to figure this shit out.
Maybe even a little over an hour.
But I'm also not the brightest person in the world, so I had to look up. Well, I didn't look it up, but this manufacturer gave me YouTube videos to help me out.
So we have, I hope it comes through better, that we have better audio quality now because we have new mics and shit. But it took us a while to figure out how to get the right software to download or to record rather what we wanted to, how we wanted to. So if we're a little bit flustered,
Yeah,
it's because we spent.
Yeah, I just spent like an hour just trying to figure this stuff out, and it just hurts my mind. And now I'm kind of flustered.
But now we're happy.
But yeah, now I'm happy because I'm talking to you now,
and it sounds good.
Yeah,
it sounds. Can hear it good.
I hope it sounds better for everybody. I can hear you in my
Sounds
headphones.
Great
though.
for me.
It sounds good, dude.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
So now all that frustration is behind us, and now I'm instantly in a better mood now. Are you?
I'm happy. I mean, I'm happier now.
Yeah.
I was this morning. I felt like shit.
I felt like shit this morning too.
Yeah, I
felt like I was getting sick.
Yeah, I've been feeling like I've been getting sick.
Like borderline, like on the cusp of it or something.
Yeah. Sorry for my voice. I was at a Sounders match on Thursday, and I was yelling, and I also was very.
And it's now Sunday, and your voice is still jacked up.
Yeah, and I was sort of drunk. Not drunk. I was in a really good spot.
How many beers?
I had one.
What?
Yeah. So, I got there around like.
Please help me understand what that means.
So what happened was that I was there at. Dude, this thing is weird in my face, but I love it. It's so nice. Anyways, so we get there. We take the ferry over. We get there at around like 6 o'clock or something like that, and then we go get. I was hungry, so we went to go. So it was 4 dudes. So it was me and then 3 other people. Well, I'm not gonna name.
Okay.
Because I don't want to. Oh shit. This doesn't give us time how long we've been going.
But it's at least still recording.
Yeah, and I don't even know where the fuck we're at. Anyways.
That's all right. I'll start a timer.
Anyways, so we get off the ferry, and then we go. I was hungry, so we stopped by this burger joint. Right on. We stopped by this burger joint, and I got a beer there, and we ate burgers. It was actually decent. I don't remember the burger place. I think it's called like
Bob's Burgers.
Sure. It could be Frank's.
Burgers and beers.
Frank's Noodle House in Oregon. I don't know. Anyways, so we went there, got a beer, ate burgers, ate some fries, and then we walked up to the Merchant, which is the oldest bar in Seattle. We got a thing called Las Vegas shots. I don't really know what's in a Las Vegas shot. Do you want to look it up?
I'll look it up.
I think it's like...
It's at the Merchant?
Yeah, it was at the Merchant. This is where we got drinks at. Yeah, I think it's peach schnapps, Crown.
Ugh, gross.
What else? Red Bull, I think.
Really?
I don't really fucking know.
All that in a shot?
All that in a shot. All that in a tiny fucking glass.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it was actually really delicious. I would drink those. They're pretty good. So
It's
there's
just called the Merchant.
No. The shot that we took was called the Las Vegas shot. The Vegas shot.
I know, but I was trying to look up that restaurant you're talking about.
So it's called the Merchant.
The Las Vegas shot?
The Las Vegas shot. So we all had a round of shots, and then we all got drinks after that. I had...
Oh, here you go. Vegas Bomb.
That could work.
Crown, Peach Schnapps, Malibu Rum, and then Red Bull.
So I was right with the Red Bull, right? Yeah. Okay, so anyways. And then I had a bourbon old fashioned. And then everybody else got other drinks like vodka, Red Bulls and shit.
Okay.
So I had that. So
you clearly had more than a beer.
Yeah.
So why'd you say I had like a beer?
I said I did. I only had 8. No, that's a lie. I did lie to you. I had more than one beer. I had 2.
Okay.
3 and a half.
So when you said I had a beer,
2.5.
that just means I had beer.
Yeah.
Plural. Some number.
Yeah.
At least one, but likely more.
Maybe.
Okay.
Anyways.
At the Sounders match, you had beers?
Yeah, so after we got drinks there, I got a couple more drinks there. I think, what one of the friends got us a double vodka Red Bull or whatever like that. So I had half of that, and then the other person drank the other half of it. So I was pretty okay going to the stadium. And then when I got to the stadium, I had a Manny's.
Okay.
And I chugged the shit
Like
out
a pail?
like a pail. Yeah, but I chugged the shit out of that. And then while I was there, I was screaming at like refs, the players, all that stuff. Not our players, but the other players. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how I lost my voice. Just yelling.
So you went to an evening game on Thursday. Did you work on Friday?
Yeah, it was a bad idea. Honestly, I did not want to go to work the next day.
Yeah, that seems like a lot.
I was very out of it, and I didn't want to do anything. I literally just wanted to lay in bed all day, but I didn't.
You went to work like a good little boy?
Like a good little boy. But the interesting part about that night was after we came back from Seattle, from somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Anyways.
After the match.
After the match, we came back. So when we got going back home, I was driving, I was driving James and Brad back to his house, to James's house. So we're on the highway.
What, you drove to the ferry?
Yeah, I drove to.
Didn't you just tell me earlier today you don't like driving and leaving your car?
Yeah.
So you fucking bitched
I lied
out.
to you.
You didn't lie. I'm sure you didn't like to, but you still did it.
Yeah, I don't like to.
Mm.
It's a sketchy place.
Is it? You can still park it inside though, can't you?
Oh, I did park in the government parking lot.
I would park inside.
I parked in the government parking lot.
But even still, I wouldn't want to leave my car like that. So
no.
I agree with you.
Yeah, it's not a place that I really want to leave my car. But on the way back, so we're driving back to James's house. We're just cruising down the highway, and then all of a sudden, so I'm in the right lane just cruising, probably going about like 70 miles an hour.
Okay.
There's another car that's in the right lane.
You're in the left lane cruising?
No, I'm in the right lane cruising. There's a person in the left lane that's just like hauling ass past me.
Okay.
So we're all just chit-chatting in the car, and all of a sudden I see a piece of brown from their headlights come out of like the median, jump in front of them, and you don't hear anything, you just see brake lights and shit spinning. So this person
crashed?
Oh, they hit a fucking a coyote or a deer or some shit going like 80 miles an hour.
So they crashed.
I mean, they hit it and then they pulled off to the side of the road.
Oh, the animal spun around.
The animal spun around. They didn't spin. Sorry, I should have said. So the animal spun around, but it was on the freeway. But I'm going 70, and I was,
Was the animal ended up in your lane
coherent.
or something? Did the animal end up in your lane somehow or something?
Yeah, it started spinning into my lane, so I had to like kind of swerve. But I saw it. If I wasn't paying attention, or if I was in front of that car, I probably would have hit that, whatever the fuck it was.
Also, you kind of got lucky that this guy took the shot for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he took the hit for you.
Like if I was in front,
You would've hit it,
I
probably?
probably would have hit it. Because that thing was hauling.
Did you stop to help him?
Fuck no.
Oh, damn. That's rough.
Why would I stop?
What kind of car was it?
I don't know. Some probably piece of shit Mazda.
Oh.
I like kind of like one of those new Mazdas.
Newer Mazdas?
Like the sedan ones.
Okay.
Long ones. And the 6s, I think.
No, it's a 6, yeah.
Yeah. But they hit the shit out of it.
Damn. But like at least they were able to pull over.
Yeah, they pulled over.
Didn't like blow the whole car up.
No,
like
no.
They crashed hella.
No, it was just a freak thing that happened.
What was it? A coyote or?
I think it was a coyote because it did not.
It wasn't as big as like a deer.
No,
A deer would have messed the car up probably way more.
I don't know. It could have been a baby deer or something.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I wasn't really coherent anyways. I was just.
Well, you're completely sober because you were driving.
Sure.
So,
That's what we'll say.
Yeah.
I don't drink and drive, kids.
Yeah.
Don't do that. It's not good. But just if you have to do it, just pray to your Lord and Savior. But yeah, that was my.
So you almost hit a animal.
Yeah, it was. It was just like it was just a flash. It was like if you You know, like when someone has a flashlight and then you see like from this side, like really fast.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it was. And then it was
Yeah,
gone.
you saw like a blip in the headlights because something was in front of the guy's headlights.
But
when it was an
when I
animal.
was doing that too, I was kind of, if I'm driving, if you're in the driver's seat like this, I was
Mm-hmm.
kind of angled a little bit. So I was using my peripherals, and I saw that flash.
So you didn't get like a clear view.
No, I didn't get a clear.
Yeah.
I just saw something bright, and then I was like, oh shit, and then just everything just happened all at once. That's pretty crazy. I don't recommend hitting animals.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had an experience even where I was near like that type of thing. Like all these people, like depending on where they live, have these stories, especially if you're living like more in the boonies where there's like lots of deer or lots of other animals and lots of people hit them all the time. But I'm trying to think. I've never hit an animal, and I don't even think I've seen like a bad collision with an animal.
Have you ever ran over an animal?
No, I don't think so. Like a smaller animal?
Like a squirrel or a rabbit?
I don't think so.
Like
no.
people that like they don't care about.
I don't.
Who,
think
who really
so.
cares about a squirrel, right?
Well, sure, but no, I don't think so.
You think PETA's gonna get on to me?
Yo, actually, this reminds me of you. Wasn't gonna talk about this, but was it yesterday? No, it was Friday. So Friday after work, I was driving down to a shopping complex in a neighboring town. That has food and beverage stores.
The one we were just in?
The one you were just in.
We were both just in. Oh, no. Oh, okay, I got you.
So I was driving down there after work on Friday to grab a meal after work.
You bitch.
And so...
Let me guess. You got it?
Yeah, I got the meal.
The places that you usually get on Fridays?
Not every Friday.
Well, most Fridays?
But I went down and I was getting, food. And so I obviously stopped at the store to get a beverage while I was in the area, obviously, because I like to pop in there, every
so often.
Every couple weeks. And so I was driving down to that area on the highway, and on the way down, and I think this person had just done this. I was driving down on the highway, and there was like a light slowdown going southbound.
Like you were seeing like brake lights?
Well, like I'll say a little bit of a slowdown because people were slowing down some brake lights, and it looked like there was some broken glass and some tire shreds like on the road that people were trying to avoid or something. It's like, oh, there's some crap in the road that people are trying to like avoid.
Tire treads?
Well, like a tire exploded and there's some like rubber fragments.
Oh, like a semi, like a...
Not a semi, is a car.
But like kind of like a semi where they...
Yeah, sure.
The pressure and then they...
But that happens on cars as well.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, it's just some shit in the road that we should avoid. And so, obviously we slowed down and avoided it. But I realized that it's not I guess it's like that metalish railing divider thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Guardrail?
Yeah. But it's not like a cement barrier, obviously, right?
Metal
on the highway there.
Yeah, it's like it's
like got the post with some like metal.
Yeah, it's a guardrail.
Yeah.
Yeah, guardrails.
But it's like a major divider thing of the highway lanes, right?
It
blocks the southbound, and then there's the grassy area, and then the other northbound side. So anyway, I realized after we were slowing down and avoiding this shit in the road that there was a giant segment of that barrier completely destroyed and ripped down. And I was like, oh, someone fucking got wrecked. And so I was looking for a crash, but it ended up being one car was in the grassy area between the northbound and southbound lanes.
Oh, so in the median.
In the median, the grassy area.
Okay.
And it was...
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Instead of the guardrails, they're like wire.
Yeah.
They're like a metal wire shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're not quite as robust. I was trying to think of how to describe. So they're not quite as robust as a guardrail.
Yes.
But they were fucking taken out for a while. And so we get a little farther down, And I look in the middle, and there's a car that clearly plowed, because the front of this car was all smashed up.
Yeah.
It plowed through.
It was like GTA style where you're just running into shit.
But it plowed through a big-ass section of that divider thing and was stopped in the grass, crashed, aimed towards us. Like, turned around.
So it did like it probably did a 360 or something like that.
And so I'm like, oh, there's a car there. And so, but it looked like, I couldn't tell. I wasn't sure if it was like an accident that happened a long time. I didn't see any people. So I was like, oh, this is probably just, they haven't gotten the car towed out yet. So coming back, north, like 20 minutes later, there was like 5 minutes of traffic, which isn't a lot, but it's
going north.
Going back.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, let me explain.
Oh.
So keep in mind, that's not a lot of traffic, but it's a lot for that highway, right?
Right.
So there was a tow truck towing that car out with a cop, like trying to move people over into the right lane. And I saw a girl, and she looked not to be very old. And I was like, this fucking girl probably was like texting or doing something stupid, not paying attention, and just drove off the highway into this divider and fucked her car up. Like, there was no sign of any other crash or like two people being involved. It looked like this one person just fucking drove into this thing, crashed in the middle of the grass like a fucking dumb idiot. Like, I swear, and it looked like, I think it was the cop who was like talking to this. I could have sworn it was like a cop like talking to a girl. She looked, she was fine, but I could have sworn it was like your stereotypical like young chick. I don't know, maybe young 20s, or maybe it could have been a teenager, like new driver. And I'm like, dude, that sucks, because now, especially if you're a young person, your insurance is gonna go up. Like, you're still paying a lot for insurance. Like,
well, even when like your insurance. Even when you get insurance when you're 16, it's fucking ridiculous.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even if you don't have any accidents or things of that nature, it's still expensive. But
sorry,
anyway,
I'm adjusting my mic, people. I'm sorry.
I just assumed that it was like a young new driver who was like being stupid and like texting or not paying attention, because it literally looked like nothing happened other than she crashed on her own.
Oh, shit. I found out that there's actually time.
Okay.
So you don't really need a timer anymore.
What does it say?
It says we're at like 17:45.
And we're still recording?
Yeah, man.
Good.
We're still recording.
Imagine we like, because it's a new software, we don't realize that we're actually
yeah,
recording.
that's right. So the reason why it took us forever why we were
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
On your time.
We're getting
So
flushed.
you have it? You have it on there?
Yeah, man, I can see it.
Okay.
So while we were getting flushed.
Yeah, man, I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it. I could see
We're
it.
not flustered.
So, I mean, I'm the one that has to figure it out.
Do you use chapstick?
I do.
My lips get so gross. Not gross, but like, especially now, I carry it everywhere and use it all the time because I hate having chapped lips.
I mean, the thing is that when I've been getting chapped lips lately too because of the weather.
Well, yeah, for sure.
But I also don't like wearing chapstick
Really?
while I'm wearing a mask at work.
Oh.
Because this is so minty because of the Burt's Bees.
Yeah, I have the peppermint. Is it peppermint?
Yeah, it's like the original.
Mine says Burt's Bees with vitamin E and peppermint.
Yeah, so mine is the same probably one as yours.
Yeah, it's minty-ish.
But the thing is I don't like that in my...
That sucks that you still have to wear a mask at work.
Yeah.
Like all the time?
Yeah.
Because you're inside mostly?
The thing is that...
Do you have to wear it outside?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, all my peeps. Shout out to
That's
Tyler Wooten.
That's bullshit. Tyler Wooten and what's the other guy's name? Tim?
Troy,
yeah. T.
T-Woo.
Triple T.
I'm sorry.
So all you fuckers...
I said his full name. Sorry. I told you I was going to give you a shout out anyways.
You can blank it out later if you want to.
I'm not going to
Look at the timestamp.
I don't remember it.
No one cares. So all you motherfuckers have to wear masks outside also?
Yeah, these dudes
Why?
can contest. Yeah,
I don't...
Not contest, but they can attest.
Let's just say
attest.
Let's just say I don't really follow the rules where I
mean,
work.
who wants
but
to?
But even at my work outside, I don't have... It's not like the rules.
Yeah. So technically...
Why?
Technically, where I work has an awning that extends out.
That covers...
That
for like
covers
rain and shit
like that. But technically, that's under the roof.
Inside.
It's inside.
So you're
under
not
the
ever
roof.
like fully outside where you could take it off.
In all honesty, I don't really wear my mask that much, anyways.
Same.
It's mostly just kind of just hanging.
Pretending.
Like if you look at me, it's more like this.
Yeah.
But I still get in trouble sometimes.
So moral of the story: you don't like chapstick with the mask.
Yeah, it just
I get
it
like
gets
rubs on it.
Well, rubs on it. It gets minty and it gets in my nose, and then my eyes start watering for some reason because I'm old.
Yeah.
But
Well then make sure you use a lot of chapstick when you're like not working to keep your lips smooth.
Like
and not all cracked.
Like
and
a
shit.
baby's bottom.
Like a baby's booty hole.
Booty. Whoa. I don't know.
What is?
It's like lotion. You want to like? Are your hands? Let me touch your hands. Are you soft today?
I use lotion.
He's pretty soft, boys and girls.
I use shout out to.
Oh, whoops.
Shout out to James Lougheed on this one.
Oh, now we're saying full names now. Shit. I just
but
want you to know I'm not going to fuck it. This is raw as shit, and I'm not gonna bleep anything out unless we have to.
Jack Black hand lotion.
Oh yeah, the blue stuff.
I've got the big ass squirt bottles and the smaller ones for travel, bro.
Yeah.
I use that. It's so good. It really clean. It heals the shit. If you have really dry hands, it fucking
Do I have
saves
dry
your
hands?
life.
Touch me.
You're fine.
Touch me.
You should get it. It's kind of expensive though.
It's like $26 for a bottle, right?
All right. We should probably move on before I name everyone in the fucking world.
The world. Should we tell people how we met?
Sure.
If that's what you want to do. I mean, we can talk about something else. We can talk about having gay sex.
Actually,
We don't do that.
we probably should have told our origin story sooner
You think so?
because we should have started with that, right?
We should have, but we didn't. Because our episode 1 was just bullshit, honestly.
What did we talk about?
I don't even remember.
Me neither.
I know the second episode we talked about pee.
We talked about
Oh yeah, and we got a couple of.
we talked about all kinds of like going to Florida.
Yeah.
buying
That's
shit.
the first episode,
Yeah.
right? I'm pretty sure all the people were just yelling at us.
I didn't put deodorant on today.
Did you?
I did not.
What kind of deodorant do you use?
Some natural shit. I can show you later.
What is it called?
Way of Will
What the fuck?
or West Will or something.
What? I've been using Bravo Sierra.
I don't know what that is.
It's a deodorant that I
Yeah.
put in my pits
Yeah.
so I don't stank because I'm sick and tired of like the aluminum or whatever the sweat blocker is in it.
Yeah.
Well, there's other ones, right? Isn't there like starch?
There's a bunch of crap that's not the best for you, I think, that like, but the problem is all the shit that's like not good for you is the actual shit that blocks the sweat.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you want to smell like shit or put fucking bad ingredients on your body?
I think I got to the point. I don't really sweat that much.
I found one that actually works kind of decently.
Well, this Bravo Sierra works kind of good too.
Is it a jelly or is it the white pasty looking
It's
shit?
kind of like a.
Because the white pasty looking shit is the good type of shit that blocks the smells.
It's kind of like that.
And mine is like that.
It's kind of like it's like a cylinder. It's like a short cylinder.
Yeah, mine's a cylinder too.
A cylinder.
A cylinder.
A cylinder.
Mine's a cylinder.
What kind of fuck are you?
How many cylinders
How
do you
many
get?
cylinders do you have?
Sounds like shillings.
But yeah, I've been using that for about a couple of months.
What did you call it?
Bravo Sierra.
Bravo Sierra deodorant?
Yeah, Bravo Sierra. Can I spell Sierra? I think I can. It's like it's made in the USA.
America's favorite deodorant.
I don't know.
Oh, I've seen this before.
I don't know about
I've seen
America's
this
favorite
before.
deodorant.
That's
but
what they say on here.
yeah, it looks like that.
I have it on my screen, bro.
Oh, sorry. I was
Yeah.
for that. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it works, but
it's not the white. It looks like that, like the jelly type.
But the thing is, you know, like when you put on like that white stuff,
Yeah.
and then you put on a t-shirt, and then it gets all over the sides
Mine doesn't.
of your t-shirt. It still does that shit.
You mean that's only that's if you put deodorant on before you put your shirt on.
Was I supposed to put it off? What am I supposed to do?
Well, if you don't want
How do you put on deodorant?
Well, normally I do it before I put my shirt on. But
Yeah.
if you want to avoid getting it on your
You
shirt,
put it after?
you just reach under your shirt and put it on after you put your shirt on.
Yeah, I feel like I'm restrained to get up in there
Why? Your shirt's too tight?
sometimes.
Because you're too fat now?
No.
Lose some weight.
I lost weight, you asshole.
Yeah.
Lost 10 pounds. I used to weigh 195.
But why is it?
Thanks, COVID.
Why? Isn't that interesting?
What's that?
Do you got fat with like during COVID?
No.
I got more healthy and more in shape during COVID.
So,
Like at the beginning of COVID, I was like pushing $150, and now I'm like legit my good normal weight of like 135 to 140 ish.
I think the reason why I was so fat is because I wasn't eating.
You were eating bad and you were not exercising, which, oh, by the way, was not unique to COVID for you.
Yeah.
So it's not like you got fat because of COVID.
Dude, who doesn't love food? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
Don't blame me for liking
right.
food.
Tell the.
You fuck.
Explain how we figured out that you know me and I know you. I didn't know we were going to talk about this.
We don't have to.
Obviously, and yet we're fucking doing it. So talk, bitch.
Should we start as like
I don't actually
when I was a
know.
little boy?
I don't actually know the first time.
Oh, you really don't?
No.
Okay, so I think
The very first time. I bet you don't even know. I'm thirsty.
Same. I gotta do a number onesie. So.
Do you know how to pause this new software?
I'm gonna just press spacebar and see what happens.
All right, press spacebar.
So we're gonna be back in a second. We're gonna go get some drinks and go pee.
See if it pauses it. We're back?
Yeah, we're back.
You sure?
I don't know.
Does it look like it's actually recording?
Oh, it's recording it.
Okay. And we're not over recording the shit we did before?
Yes, we're fine.
Okay.
I hope. Okay.
It looks good?
Yeah, it looks good on my end.
Okay.
I'm fucking mad.
And we're recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
Okay.
I'm mad.
So we're back, folks, and Terry's mad because
I'm mad.
Urine break, he broke his pants.
I broke my zipper. I was wondering why there was a breeze downstairs, and I couldn't figure it out. And then I went to the bathroom.
They just broke, or they've been broken, and you just noticed it?
I think they just broke.
Oh.
Because you know how, like, when zippers, you zip them up, and then the teeth don't interlock?
Mm-hmm.
Now I have a weird vagina going down there.
Okay. All right, tell your fucking story
I'm
already.
fucking mad. These are new pants, too.
How new?
Like, maybe a week old pants?
Oh, 1 week and they already broke?
Yeah,
That's
man.
fucked up.
I just washed them.
Washed them or bought them?
Washed and bought them. Bought them, then washed them. Because usually when I buy clothes, I wash them afterwards, even though they could say pre-washed.
Yeah. They always smell funky.
Yeah. But, anyways, so what were we doing?
You were going to tell me how we met each other.
Dude, fucking...
Just unzip your pants or something.
I might take off my belt. I might take off my
my
belt.
God.
I'm getting fat, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, anyways, I think, so we're going to talk about how I met Mike.
How he thinks he met me.
It sounds like a weird...
What was it? When was the first time we saw
I think I met you...
each other?
Is it like talking to each other?
I don't know, Terry, because I don't fucking remember any of this. You're the one who brought this up. So you have some memory that I don't have, apparently.
I think I met you when we played Ultimate Frisbee like the first time. Ultimate Frisbee.
You think?
I think so.
Like-
Over at
like a proper meeting?
yeah, the green. I can't say the fucking words.
The park?
No, it was at a school.
Junior high?
Yeah,
Oh.
the green and yellow one.
Yeah. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
that one. Because I went with I think it was Matt. Benoit.
Oh. How'd you know him? I ran cross country with him.
Because through Ryan and Robert. Because he came over to his house.
When was that?
That was when I
you
was...
first came. Was that? Were you still in high school then?
Yeah. I think I was 17.
So it was later on.
I think
Because I remember knowing who you were in high school, I thought.
we did know each other, but you did Running Start.
Yeah, but I remember
But I didn't hang out with you until after.
after high school.
But the weird thing about it is that your parents went to the same church as
your
my grandparents.
right? But we never met each other.
No,
'Cause you didn't
I only
really
went to
go to
church one
church.
time.
Yeah, you didn't ever go.
I didn't eat Christ or drink his blood, which was
So the
just
official,
gracious.
probably like proper meeting was like Ultimate Frisbee.
Yeah, I think the proper meeting was Ultimate Frisbee.
Okay.
Because I remember, because I think that's where I met you and your brother, and then like a bunch of other people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you just randomly came with Matt one time?
I randomly came with Matt one time.
Interesting.
And then it was kind of like how it started. I believe how it was like a backyard school pick, and I was like the last one. Even though I could run, but I couldn't throw. I could catch. But
Well, you had never
throw.
really played
I never
before.
really played it, no.
So you had no idea even how to move the frisbee out of your hands.
Right. But I knew how to catch.
So that's why you didn't get picked high enough.
I knew how to catch, though.
There's two things involved in the game, catching and throwing.
Well, I could throw
So
it.
you have to be like pretty solid at both. Otherwise, you're not very helpful.
I think I could throw it back to you about 10 feet.
Was it a situation where, because you know like how some people when they first start who like know how to catch and run and shit, like we would always have to like really help them out so they could get the frisbee back to us. You know what I mean? Like where I would come up like behind and you would drop it to me or something and then like go again.
Yeah, that's how it would work. It was mostly I would catch it.
Yeah.
And then I would start getting stalled.
And you would do a light toss to somebody
and then
easy or something.
someone would just go, do the
side or yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, okay, I'll pass it back to you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like you
And then
probably started out that way.
Yeah, that's how it was.
Yeah.
And then, I think in all honesty, in my like high school career, seeing you, I only saw you one time. It was during passing.
Oh, I thought I saw you in like PE one time.
We didn't have PE together.
You ran like a little bitch.
You ran like a little bitch.
You had long hair in high school.
Longer hair than I do now.
Yeah.
But
Well, obviously.
yeah.
It was like curly, kind of longer-ish.
Yeah, it was more like a medium, not like shortcut.
Yeah, I don't want to say long, but like, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's how I met you.
Not.
But I think I met. Oh no, wait. I might have met your brother first, and then you.
Frisbee or not at Frisbee?
Frisbee.
Oh, because like we weren't both always there or something.
Yeah, I think I think Greg was there first, and I met him, and then I met you the second time I went with Matt.
Yeah, I remember back at the junior high days playing at the schools and stuff.
Because we played.
That was early on.
Yeah, and then we started playing at the
park.
The park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We played at the school for a long time.
We had to jump the fence.
We played at the school for a long time.
The yellow and green one.
Yeah.
That's where I first started there.
I know, but we played there for quite a while.
With like, what, Aaron
that drives WRX, Aaron? You used to drive WRX, Aaron?
I think. Who else?
Oh, yeah.
Brendan? Or Brandon? Brandon H?
I'm not tracking. No.
No?
No.
I thought he played.
He may have played like a couple times, but he was not a Frisbee guy.
Who's the other guy? The guy that drive the
Well, Devin and Aaron had.
Devin and Aaron.
Devin and Aaron would play at the school. They played a lot less when we went to the park, but
yeah, but when we
they used to play more at the school.
And then you had
but not always.
You had BT. BK,
he was always, especially at the school.
Peacock.
Yeah. Those are the early days.
Brow. You had Brow.
Yeah, those are the early days. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when we had to jump the fence at the park.
At the school?
No, the park. Because we would drive all the way around towards the end of the field, where the parking lot goes around.
No, there was a way to get through.
There's batting cages. It used to be all fenced off. And then we had to hop it.
I don't remember having to hop fences. I don't know where you were parking.
You definitely had to hop a fence.
All right.
I think that's when I met you.
Okay.
So Frisbee days.
We played Frisbee for a long time. How many years do we play
Those are
Frisbee?
so probably a good 7 or 8 years.
No, not that long.
7 years?
Because it wasn't until after we graduated high school that we really started playing.
So 18.
Oh, no, I take that back.
No, it was like 7, 8 years.
I was playing when I was in high school.
I played mostly after high school.
After high school?
Yeah.
When I was doing, like, running start stuff.
Yeah, you were
technically still in high school, I was playing.
You're playing at
on those days.
You were playing at the
college.
The college, yeah. You were playing at the college with other people.
Well, I was, but that I wouldn't call that. I was playing back in with everybody else way more and earlier than at the school, the college.
Right, but that was when like your brother and James were there at the college.
Mm-hmm.
So you would play in that little field that was there.
Yeah, a little bit.
And then
Not a lot.
And then after I played after high school, I played more with you guys because I was just working and living at my parents' house. That's when you could and used Facebook.
The biggest frisbee days were between basically my college years.
So between the ages of 18 and 22.
So 2010 to 2014. Those were the years where it was like solid frisbees. Because in 2014, obviously.
Well, it kind of died off.
Well, I moved, and so I stopped playing, obviously.
And because we started playing
with Chris.
Yeah, we started playing with Chris over at the
school.
The orange and brown one.
Orange and brown.
The one I went to.
All right.
But those were fun days, though. That was like every Saturday.
So that's how we met each other, guys. Ultimate Frisbee.
Ultimate Frisbee, and then we became lovers.
We can talk about what we love about Ultimate Frisbee.
Dude.
What are some old mememories?
Fuck.
What you want to reminisce about Frisbee?
Dude, I love that game, man.
From good games we used to have.
Yeah. Do you remember Dom?
From the Chris game?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the OG days.
Oh, my bad. I'm
Come
sorry.
on.
All right.
I'm talking about some fucking reminiscing here.
Oh, dude, those
That's
days
some
were so
recent
much.
bullshit.
Who's that? Joe? Was it Joe? The curly-haired guy, big guy.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Those were fun, man. I remember.
I mean,
I remember.
This was a group of just fucking kids, man. We were just kids. We weren't really like all super crazy athletes. We were just people that wanted to have a good time and were like all really getting good at Frisbee.
But the crazy thing too is that it could be 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Nobody's doing shit.
Yeah, everyone.
And then you just send the Facebook message out, and you're like Frisbee at 2:30 or 2:40.
Yeah.
Be there, and then 20 people would show up.
Most of us were still young enough where we had no responsibilities, and so everyone was available in the middle of the day on a weekday.
Yeah, and the thing also too is
it was glorious.
It was so much fun, dude. I remember that day where we got. The only thing I hated about it was if there was 10 people, it was a 10-on-10.
I mean, if there was 20 people.
Sure. Did I mistake that?
Oh, if there were too many, sometimes.
Yeah,
too many
if there was 20
up,
people, we would play like 10-on-10. But the game is supposed to be played 7-on-7. But
anywhere from 5s to like 7s or 8s is okay. But once you get into the higher numbers, it's too much.
Yeah, there was the most that is like drilled in my head is when I got hurt by one of the Cobos.
Or where they wrecked you?
Well, he didn't wreck me.
Did he like smash into you or something?
That was the day where I got.
Are you talking about like stepping on the foot or?
Yeah, it was when we both went up for the Frisbee, and I landed first, and then he landed after, and he is a like 6'1", 200 and something pounds, and I would probably weigh.
Well, keep in mind, folks, we used to play Ultimate Frisbee barefoot.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Where like most of us played barefoot.
Most of us did, and then I think he played in his shoes.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah.
But that's something to point out because most people play Frisbee in cleats.
Mostly,
right?
We started playing towards the end.
Like our group used to play with just bare feet.
Oh yeah, it was just
like,
bare feet.
We were just fucking kids having fun in the summer. Like it was great.
But it was just that was a terrible day. I think I've gotten.
That was your worst injury, hurt.
Well, yeah, because he went. So he went up. We both went up. I came down first because I'm.
Did you have the Frisbee in your hand?
I don't even remember.
Okay.
I honestly don't remember.
And you stomped on your foot.
And then I landed, and then he stepped on my foot. So, if like the top of your foot with his shoe, and just he weighed like 210 pounds, just straight onto my foot, and I fell backwards.
That was your worst injury ever?
Yeah, I think so. I couldn't walk after. Like you and I think either you or AJ drove me home.
Okay, sounds right.
And then the day after, my foot was like a balloon. I had like a contusion, which is just a cool word to say, a big ass bruise.
Contusion.
And then my other one was when I pulled my back. when we were playing.
That's a pretty severe type of.
Yeah, I pulled my back
injury.
really bad.
You couldn't play for a couple.
I didn't
weeks or
play for
something.
like
You didn't play for a while.
2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month. I don't remember.
I feel like a back injury would be worse than
It was bad
a foot injury.
because I was hunched down. I was hunched down, ready to like go, and then I did like a slight tweak, and it just fucking. I was like, yeah, I'm all right, guys. And then I tried to run, and I was like, I'm not okay. I'm leaving. But it was fun though. I hated this. I remember we had like 2 games going.
We tried to do that when the numbers got too big.
Yeah.
But the 2 games were never quite as good because we weren't all able to play together.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't as fun.
That was the tough part. Is like, it was like you and your brother had to be separated. Me and BT had to be separated.
Oh, I remember we used to try to like pick people who had like equal levels of abilities.
Yeah.
In terms of like their speed or their
Oh,
throwing ability.
You remember Kyle Cross?
Yeah.
He was like the ultimate cherry picker.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, in Ultimate Frisbee, there's no offsides.
He just would, as soon as the game started, he would just slowly jog to the other end zone and stay there.
Yeah, and
and
so
wait for someone to throw him the frisbee.
Yeah. Because like you gotta remember, not all of us are very athletic at that time.
We were all pretty athletic,
Well, besides Kyle Cross.
bro. These are like the prime of both you and my days, like in terms of like athletic prowess.
I think actually my prime was when we started playing with Chris. Because that's when I can actually throw.
Well, that's because you got like more skills. But I'm just thinking
Yeah.
like pure physical, like youth, energy. Just like you never got tired.
Yeah.
You always wanted to run and
Dude, we could play for what, 3 or 4 hours
we could play for hours
in the
yeah.
summer.
Yeah,
Dude, it was so fucking.
sweat our
nice.
fucking asses off.
Don't take off your t-shirt though.
Yeah, if you fall, it'll itchy.
You fall, you just get all itchy. But those were some days, man. I love those days.
So you have injury highlights. What about highlights in terms of?
What about your injuries? Did
Specific
you get any
games.
injuries from playing Ultimate Frisbee?
My left ankle is fucked for my life because of Ultimate Frisbee.
Who fucked your ankle?
I did.
Oh.
And it wasn't even from a play. It was me going and getting the frisbee over the fence. I jumped up onto the fence and jumped down to the other side to grab the frisbee
And
and
rolled.
landed on my ankle funny, kind of rolled it. And it was like the worst ankle roll I've ever had. And it ballooned up like a motherfucker. And remember, that's when I was driving my 3000 and that was my left ankle. So I could not drive.
Well, yeah.
I could not push in the clutch.
That was the same thing with my contusion. It was on my left
Yeah.
foot. I couldn't push in the clutch.
So my left ankle will be weak and sore whenever I like do a lot of athletic activity
Yeah.
for the rest of my life
Yeah,
because of
that's
that.
true, yeah. No.
So yeah, I think about it every fucking day. Every time I run,
Yeah.
I'm reminded.
Oh, really?
Of that injury because I
Do
can
you-
feel it every single time I do athletic
Do you
activity.
stretch your ankle before you start running?
I have the balls that I roll on the bottom of my feet, and then I
gotcha,
also
gotcha.
put my toes down and I'll like roll around the ankle to warm it up on
Yeah,
both
yeah,
ankles.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean I do that stuff.
I
but
think
some days it's better than others.
there was another day. There was one day we were playing up. To show how the field worked, there was a lower field, and then it kind of bermed up into a top field. So we played on pretty much like a somewhat of a baseball field.
Yeah.
It had like
Yeah.
3.
Yes, but it was big enough to where they would set up soccer fields using these fields as well.
Yeah, but I was playing on the top field, and then there's some random kid that someone brought. He had no idea what he was doing. He was probably high as fuck.
Oh, he tried to like fuck people up.
But no, he could run.
There were kids who came who just tried to like fuck people up.
Oh, I remember those days.
Like we're getting all hella physical.
Oh
and
yeah,
shit.
they're getting physical, and then
Yeah.
like you'd show them up. It's the funniest thing when
Well,
someone.
they weren't good. They literally just could run fast and were physical.
The thing is when someone shows up and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm hot shit. I can do all this," and then they
They
just get
can't catch
smoked,
and they can't throw.
and then they just get smoked by like
Yeah.
a girl.
Yeah.
But I remember there's this like, a kid probably about my height. I'm 5'8", people. And then this dude is like, I wouldn't say yoked, but he was pretty shredded. But I remember we were doing a cross. So I was crossing. So I was cutting, theoretically. I was cutting, and he was coming at the same time.
Oh, you collided.
Yeah.
There was a fair amount of collisions.
But the thing was is that I caught it, and then he was probably about from like you to me. And then
Okay.
I stopped, and I shoulder checked the shit out of him, and he fell on the ground. And then I looked at him. I said, "Are you okay?" He goes, "Yeah." I was like, "Sweet." And then I threw the fucking frisbee. Because he was guarding me.
Yeah.
But that's when someone thinks they're hot shit. And then I was just like, it was just so funny. Because I just went, it was just like, and then I was like, you good?
Because you're a little thick boy. You got some girth behind you.
Because I fucking ripped my goddamn zipper on my pants.
You got a little mass to you.
Fucking.
Whereas me, speaking of collision stories in Frisbee, this is a good one. So me and Terry are the same height, 5'8", but Terry's a little thicker than I am.
That's for sure.
Just body type. Yeah. And so we talk about him, bumping this guy, but keep in mind, when I collided with people, and this happened a lot to me in Frisbee.
Yeah, it's true.
Because I would I would have zero regard for my own, like I would go at a person.
You'd slide.
And no, but I'm talking about just like jumping or running or whatever. But there have been multiple times, like Corey is a good example.
Yep.
I'm talking people that are much bigger than me, weight and height. And I would always like go at them like I'm trying to get the fucking disc. And whenever we would collide, I always am the one who bounces off and goes flying the other direction and onto the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
So that happened multiple times to me.
Yeah, dude.
I'm the one who gets fucked up.
There's plenty of times where, excuse me, I'm getting lit over here. There's multiple times where I can think of where I laid out or skied someone.
I feel like laying out is more satisfying.
I love laying out.
Why? It hurts. It can hurt.
But the thing is like, in your mind when you're playing the game, you don't think about your body. You think about scoring
Getting
that point, right?
Especially back then when we could.
My favorite thing is
our bodies didn't hurt as much.
Yeah.
If we, like laid out and shit.
Now it hurts.
It hurts to run too long.
I would love to start playing again. I just don't know where to play.
There's a game in P-Town. I think there's a game in the town.
Isn't that the one where Chris plays?
I think he has.
But that was the one where people brought their kids, and then we had to like
kids played as well.
Yeah,
it was
like kids guarded kids, and then
I'm sure you could look it up, like look up the county.
Yeah.
Game.
But yeah, there's like disregard for me. I would just lay out. I'd just balls to the walls. There's no stopping.
You can't do that anymore because your body will fucking hurt you.
I remember playing one time, a while back, like my first time in a while. And I could not run. What the fuck?
Is that your computer?
I don't know. But
you can't run fast or long distances, or
well, no, you
need to get your cardio up before you.
That was the time where I wasn't doing any of the cardio. So I work out now, but
your cardio was like
my cardio
zero.
Was shit.
And you expected to just be able to go out.
Oh
there.
Yeah, I expected that I could run for like 3 hours and be fine. No.
Yeah. Duh.
No.
And then the next day you're butter.
Oh.
Your legs are jelly.
Oh yeah. But I was mostly the, hey, you run, I'll throw it to you, I promise. I turned into that guy. I turned into
you turned into the guy that you hated.
What's his name? What was that guy's name? Oh, his name was Michael or Mike Schaefer, the old guy.
Are you talking about the Chris game?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mike Schaefer. He was the guy that would always be like, hey, you young kid, run.
But he was also like an old man.
But he was a good thrower though.
Yeah.
He was a good handler.
Yeah.
I guess we should have described Ultimate Frisbee to people. There's handlers and cutters. There you go. Handlers throw the frisbee and cutters throw it back to the handlers.
Yeah, cutters kind of run and catch, and
they're like dogs.
It's a constant thing. Roles are changing.
Yeah.
It's a fun game.
It was a fun game. But I remember
it's like the athletics of soccer, except with like a frisbee instead of a ball, kind of.
It's kind of mix of soccer and football.
With a frisbee.
With a frisbee, but there's no tackling.
I'll tackle your ass.
I bet you would. Didn't you tackle me one time?
Bro, I'm fucking strong.
I remember. I think I remember tackling you one time. Or did I pull down your pants?
That's gay.
That's not right. I think no, I remember skying a 6'2" guy.
You feel proud of yourself?
I do. I'm 5'8", man. I used to got hops. I used to have hops. That's called the Cheagle.
Oh, you did write it down. Backstory how we became friends.
I did write this shit down.
I totally.
But you're over here just fucking.
Well, no, I was looking at the top and it was like in the middle, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. So.
Terry's randomly coming up with this crap.
Not really. But I
Do you
remember.
want to tell any of your other stories on this episode? You want to save them?
We can save them for later. I think this one's pretty
How long
good.
have we been going for?
About 50 minutes.
50.
Yeah, we'll wrap up soon. But
So that's how we found each other.
I think my favorite thing playing ultimate frisbee was, I don't know, or do you want to keep talking about this or no?
We can. Yeah, if you have more stories.
I think that my favorite thing about playing frisbee was playing defense, in all honesty. I was a big defense guy.
Yeah, but it's more fun to play offense and go get it. Go get that shit.
I love
You preferred like laying out and block swatting shit down.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that was my favorite part. But also my favorite part too was laying out to catch the the scoring point. But also, I'm drawing a mind blank right now. But defense was fun though. I like defense. Oh, it's like when people can't read a frisbee.
Oh yeah.
That was the funnest thing ever.
That's painful to watch.
Because I told everybody, like, right before we started playing any game, like any game we do, I was like, if I throw you a hammer, it's definitely going to go back to your right-hand side, no matter what I do.
Yeah, the way a frisbee breaks, depending on what kind of throw, is it's a skill you kind of have to learn from experience on how the disc breaks as it's coming down, because it'll backtrack or cut to the one side real hard if you're not good thrower.
You know what I really hated? I forgot who did this all the time. I think it was Brad. Yeah, it was Brad.
What did he do?
When you throw it to Brad, he always catches it with one hand. Yeah, he did
the claw.
The claw, yeah.
Yeah, the claw.
He didn't fucking pancake it. So when you
would drop it sometimes.
You would always, sometimes you'd drop it. I'm just like, use two hands.
Mm-hmm.
Just pancake it.
Yeah.
Or people that we played with, like, with Chris, it's the same concept. It's like, dude, use two hands.
Tall Chris?
Yeah. Not to him. He knew how to play.
Oh, I was going to say.
I'm just saying people that we played with. Because sometimes we were kind of like teachers to these kids.
Yeah.
To teach them how to do it. And they would try to catch it with one hand.
Well, I'll do that with even, like, people now. If I'm just tossing a disc with people who've never tossed a disc, like my younger siblings or kids of any age, it's just not a game, but you're just tossing disc around. It's like, to this day, I'll be like, you'll see them try to. I'm like, here is the basics.
Yeah.
See what I'm doing? Hand on top, hand on bottom, pancake. Like,
yes. It's just or alligator.
Like, yeah. Like, let's start with the basics.
Yeah.
Can you catch it this way?
Don't get me wrong. I've been a part of the one-handed catching.
It looks cool.
Yeah, but
And that's the whole point of life.
the thing is,
cool.
but the thing is if it's like an easy ass throw.
But the thing is,
if it's an easy ass throw and you drop it.
Yeah, then you look like a fucking tool.
Yeah, you look like a
Which is why if it's coming to your midsection and you have easy pancake ability, pancake that bitch.
Oh, I remember. My other favorite thing to do is to play the frisbee after, like, say like someone breaks and runs, like say the defender and the cutter are running together for like a deep ass pass, right? Like a bomb. We'll call it a bomb.
Mm-hmm.
A bomb.
Bomb it up.
And then I would be running towards the end zone, following the frisbee,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that someone either the defender's gonna get it and he's gonna swat it.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes when you swat it,
Or you would like play for the
play for
to
the
grab
rebound,
it after he swats it away and try to get it off the swat.
Sometimes when you hit the frisbee in a certain angle,
You
or
can
whatever,
pop it back up
and
higher.
You pop it back up.
Yeah.
Ooh, I remember doing that once.
But that's only ever if they can only like get just a little bit of hand on it, versus like if they're in front of it and can just catch it. Obviously.
I guess it's just more like ultimate frisbee IQ. I guess.
Yeah. Awareness.
Yeah, your IQ playing ultimate frisbee.
Yeah.
I like the ones where. I think we practice this a lot. When we practice like the scooper.
Yeah, that was like one of the latest throws we used to do.
Scooper and
that was like once we knew how to do a lot of other shit.
Didn't we do that one time?
Hammer?
No, you would throw it at like just like a
scooper is like upside down, like diagonally quick.
No, it was more. It was like you give me a like a backhand,
Mm-hmm.
And then I would get underneath the frisbee and pop it up, and then while someone's running.
Oh, yeah.
I think we did that once.
Yeah.
I don't remember, though.
In a game. Again, though, if you fuck that up in a game, you're like a fucking tool and everyone's mad at you.
It depends on the people that you're playing with.
True.
Because most of the people that we played with were... I mean, they were fine how we did everything. I mean, everybody's going to get mad if you do something wrong. Like if you didn't cut there, or if you didn't throw it back to someone, or someone was wide open, or you missed a wide open throw, you overthrowed someone. But yeah, that was a fun time. I miss it. I wish I played more.
It's good to reminisce about the golden years.
The golden years of our age. But I mean, you want to start a club?
A frisbee club?
Yeah, man. We'll call it There's No Audience Club.
I'm going to be honest with you, and this might hurt your heart, but I'm not... Like, you have to be passionate about doing stuff, like your hobbies. Otherwise, you're not going to have fun doing them, obviously.
So are you saying that you don't have fun playing frisbee anymore?
I don't anymore have that, like, hunger and drive. Like, in the past, you'd be itching. Any chance you got to play a game, you would play. Like, oh, there's a frisbee game going on? I'm playing. I just don't have that, like, itch anymore.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. I would love to keep playing again, honestly, just to go outside. Because all I do is just like spin inside. I don't like go outside and run, get fresh air, and then mingle with people afterwards. Those were fun times afterwards too.
It is kind of a social thing.
Yeah, because afterwards, like when we were older, like 21, we would be like, hey, you guys want to go get a beer or something? And we would go get a beer, like with Tony. Or
Yeah, after the game.
Yeah,
like,
after
you
the
guys want to
game.
go hydrate with some beers?
yeah, and then we'll go get some beers and stuff. That was fun.
That's a throwback to The Expanse. That me and Greg and James, when they were watching it, I was telling you,
Yeah,
because they just started it,
yeah.
season 2, and like I caught a couple episodes with them before you got there that one day,
Yeah.
and it was the one where they go to the rave, Naomi and
Oh,
drummer.
yeah.
Or no, before the rave, they're playing like, I don't know, pickleball, or you whack the ball with your hand on, is that wall ball or whatever?
Yeah.
And at the end, drummer goes, "We need to hydrate with some beers." Fucking love that quote, dude.
Dude, I love...
So now, anytime that someone says, "Guys, we need to go hydrate after like a fucking athletic thing," I'm like, "Yeah, with some beers."
With some beers.
With some beers.
Fucking guys. Should we...
I'm gonna wrap this bitch.
Yeah, should we talk about The Expanse next time we get on this?
Oh, bro, we fucking love The Expanse.
Dude, I love that fucking show, man. I would... I don't know what I would do, but I'll do it.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned to next time when we talk about our current love. So Frisbee's our former love, and our current love is The Expanse.
Well, technically, I have more loves than...
Well, we
just-
both already watched the whole series, obviously.
Yeah.
But
I have more loves than just The Expanse. If you know what I'm saying.
wow, that's gay.
Am I making sexual moves towards
Sexual advances.
you? Yeah.
All right, folks.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for coming to whatever this is. And thank you, T-Woo and Troy.
Until next time.
Until next time, ladies and gentlemen. See you later.
Bye.